What's up guys, I'm in the laundry room. It's the only place I can record in peace. This video was inspired by a video I just watched on YouTube, and this was a pretty old prank. This girl made the nastiest tasting cookies you can make and tried to sell them, and lo and behold, she actually got a few people who were willing to buy them, and she got this one guy who creeped on her hardcore. He was like, oh, I'll buy $100 worth of your cookies, and he tried to get like a date with this girl. Just very creepy, and I'm gonna leave the link to that video in the description below. But basically, long story short, he did this weird thing at the end where he's like, give me your email. She gives him her email. 5 minutes later, he's like, I'm going to return to work, and when I do, I'm going to email you my phone number. She was already really put off, but it just made things even worse. It's like, dude, don't do that. But anyhow, it made me think because, like it or not, I've done something similar. I've done it in a more gentlemanly way, but regardless, whenever emails or Facebooks come up, it's usually just a bad sign from experience. Like, they either never accept your Facebook or they just don't respond to your email. It's just retarded. I don't want to think about it. So many horrid stories. Well, not even stories really, because it never went anywhere. But anyhow, it got me thinking, because it was like, that is something that leads to a train wreck. So I was just like, how can I make this really like a train wreck in a good way? Because that's sort of my style in ways, because I always like train wreck stuff. Sometimes it's funny to just like plow it deeper and then turn it around into something where the whole time it seemed like I was doing it on purpose. So I came up with this thing. I think it's legitly awesome. So I play on the thing where with the email. So it goes something like this. At the end of the conversation, I'm like, how about this? Give me your email and I will email you my Facebook. And then once you add me on Facebook, I will send you my phone number. And then we can talk and text, and then it's all good. So I don't know. It was a lot more funny in theory. And I feel like if I can, like, transition it right, like the first time I thought of it and I said it to myself, I just busted out laughing. It was legitly so funny, because it's like this huge roller coaster things, and it's like, at first it seems legit, and then the more and more you get into it, it's just like, this guy's trolling me, isn't he? So it's kind of like a if all else fails technique, when you're pretty much screwed anyways. So they're expecting you to do the next dweeb thing. It's like, how about this? Give me your face, or give me your email, and then I'll send you my Facebook in my email. Then you can add me on Facebook, and then I'll send you my phone number, and then you can text me on your phone number, and then we can call each other, and then bada bing bada boom, we're in bed together. Something like that. I don't know. It may be funny. I don't know. It was a lot more funny in theory when I first thought of it, and I literally busted out laughing. Anyhow, to wrap this up, I just wanted to talk about the video. I thought it was really funny, and it brought up a few points. I'll link it in the description. It was basically this prank video made years ago that's now been unlisted for some reason, which means you can only view it if you have the link. Anyhow, it was just a really cool video, and for some reason I stumbled across it again after a few years, and it really brought about a few things. It was just like, certain girls do not really appreciate compliments or approaches or you hitting on them, because they get it so much and it's nothing out of the ordinary. This girl in the video handled it very well. You could tell she gets it a lot, and she's really like, she has this like sort of happy shield where she just goes with the flow. And I'm sure there's a lot of guys and girls out there who would probably be like it or not, a lot more mean about it. Like, I mean, again, she was doing a prank video, so it was kind of part of the job. But I don't know. I definitely know I'm just not that nice naturally. So props to her. It's just a really cool thing, honestly. Um, Sometimes I just get, rarely, but sometimes I get like these advances with people I don't want to advance on me, and it gets very awkward, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I like her as a acquaintance or a friend, but this is just weird, and I get very rude and disgusted, and it's horrible on me. I am trying to change that, but the way I do it sort of just like it makes them think that I'm possibly interested, or who knows. Um, but yeah, it was just very interesting. Like the last dude, like he literally, first off, that whole idea that this guy actually paid 100. He was like, I'm gonna pay you $100 for the cookies, even though obviously the cookies tasted like crap. Um, that's strike one. Okay, you don't like by bending to the will of the girl in that scenario when like you're not in line with the cookies, like lying to a girl just to like please her. That's being a doormat, and most of the time that's a turn off. Granted, sometimes you don't want to offend the girl, so it goes the other way. But I feel like the best thing probably to do there was probably to be honest. Tell the girl like these cookies taste really bad, but I don't want to hurt your feelings and stuff. Instead, all these guys were doormats, and they were just like, yeah, 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 they're great, they're great. Everything she says, you're awesome, you're great, and it's like really, all of this because of how attractive the girl is physically. Like you're giving this girl way too much value up front, and many people are guilty of this. I'm probably guilty of this as well, and it's kind of absurd looking at it from that angle, especially the fact that these guys go so hard at it. And then he does the thing where he pretty much shows off, and at the end of the clip he's like, you know what, I don't even want the cookies, I'm just going to pay you $100. And he was obviously trying to show off about how rich he was or something like that. It just made things worse. And then he does that weird thing with the email and all these like bad pickup lines, and it was just very subtly bad the whole way through, and them just being indirect the whole time and slowly antsing it up and throwing out these creepy compliments. It was just ridiculous in my opinion. I don't know. That's all I gotta say, and I'll see you guys later.